Hi everyone, as we end off the year before Rosh Hashanah, Parshas Nitzavim Vayelech. I'd like to turn to chapter 30, and I want to look at a few verses. Let's look at, first of all, Yud Aleph. It tells us, Ki ha-mitzvah azos asher anochi mitzav chayom, this mitzvah which I command to you this day, lo nefleis hi mimecha, that it's not a wonder, v'lo rechaka hi, it's not far from you. And then the next two psukim say, it's not in the heavens. You don't have to climb up to the heavens to do this mitzvah. And then Yud Gimel says it's not across the seas. You don't have to journey across the sea in order to fulfill and do this mitzvah. And then finally, chapter 30, verse 14, Ki karov alecha davar ma'od. This thing is so close to you. Beficha, it's in your mouth. Belevavcha, in your heart. Lasoso, to do. So the question is, what is this mitzvah that we're talking about? So the Ramban tells us that it's the mitzvah of tshuva, that the mitzvah of tshuva is close to you. So I don't understand. If you're telling me that it's close to me, why do you have to go through such extremes in the Torah to say, it's not in the heavens, and it's not across the sea? Why do you have to make it such extremes if it's such a close thing? It doesn't would I think that I have to go to heaven? Would I have to find a ladder tall enough to go to heaven? Or a boat, a ship to take me across the seas to do this mitzvah? So what's the message of the Torah here when it comes to the mitzvah tshuva? So it's this idea that we see what we want to see and we don't see what we don't want to see. If we look at tshuva in a sense that we really want this relationship with the Kodesh Baruch Hu, it's very close. But if a person is so disconnected and he's not feeling the relationship, he makes it out like, oh, this is too hard. It's just beyond my grasp. It's too high in the heavens. It's too far over the oceans. It's all about an attitude. And the Ramban goes on to tell us, Beficha b'levavcha, when we talk to God, we confess, we speak to God about what we would like to improve, b'levavcha, and we have it in our heart that we really have this contrition that we hope to do better, doesn't make a difference where we are in the world. Ki karva lecha, you just have to have the want desire. You have to want the relationship. Just to bring this home a little bit, this past Sunday, my wife and I were visiting our grandchildren, and we had spent some time, and the oldest grandchild happened to go to a birthday party. So we saw them at the beginning of the visit, but when we left, they were not there. We left, we said our goodbyes, and we're on our way. We're probably about 10 minutes away from the house, and I get a call from my son who says, so-and-so, their oldest child, really wants to see you. And you have a chance to see you and spend time with you. Could you please come back? Just for a little. Now, what would a grandparent not do? What a great call. See, even though it's like, okay, we left, we're on our way, we're going to go do some shopping. We turned around the car and we stayed for another hour. And that child was so, so happy to see us. He was out of his skin, just so. He was sad, and next thing you know, changed it. HaKadosh Baruch Hu desires the relationship, wants the relationship. And tshuva is that path. And Hashem says, you know how badly I want it? I'm making it easier. Just say the word. Just show up. Just want that desire. We're going to talk about Avinu Malkeinu, starting Rosh Hashanah and going for the 10 days of Seret Tshuva. We should have confidence. Avinu, our first level relationship with Hashem, He's our Father. And Malkeinu, He's a Melech. He can make anything happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish everybody a happy, healthy New Year for all the Jewish people. May the Chatufim, all the hostages be returned to the families speedily. Let them be well. And all the Israeli soldiers be safe. And there should be peace in Eretz Yisrael and in the whole world. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Remember, Hashem desires that relationship. We just have to hear the call. We got to pick up the phone. What a great opportunity. If you like what you hear, please pass it on.